And a few days after meeting Orange Democratic Movement Party leader Raila Odinga, the Mount Kenya Foundation is today meeting yet another political group as the race for State House in the 2022 election intensifies. The Mount Kenya Foundation, a group of business leaders and political power brokers, is meeting the leadership of the One Kenya Alliance that brings together the Amani National Congress, which is ANC, the Wiper Party, Ford Kenya, and KANU. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi is following on this and now joins us live. Kennedy, a very good afternoon to you. Love the orange. What do we know so far?
A very good afternoon to you, Olive Barros, there in our Nairobi studios. And as you said in your introduction, is that it is already a sprint towards 2022, remembering that the August elections are just months away, and every political player who is willing to participate in the 2022 elections is already putting their house in order. You've called them power brokers, political power brokers, and probably will be seeking to know if they are indeed those people. Remember, the Mount Kenya region boasts of about 8 million people, and that is what they are really wishing to get to as this 30-day window for voter registration is on. So today we have seen the One Kenya Alliance principals and their party members, or the members of parliament, coming here to listen and honor an invitation that was done by the Mount Kenya Foundation that is headlined by Peter Munga of Equity, and also the chairperson of LAPSET, that is the vice chairperson, Mr. Titus Ibui. And they have been calling these people here just to listen to them. And as you said, is that they were able to listen to Raila Odinga about 2 weeks ago. One of the taglines that we've noticed in this meeting is that they have said that this is the mountain is listening. So they will be wanting to hear from these presidential contenders. Remember, the One Kenya Alliance has not even been able to come up with one of the presidential aspirant, one of those who is going to fly the flag on their own behalf. So right now we are joined by the deputy party leader of the Wiper Party, that is former Deputy Speaker in the National Assembly, Mr. Farah Maalim, probably to hear in this meeting today, what do you seek to achieve at the end of it all?
Well, this is the beginning.
Probably look at the camera.
This is the groundbreaking engagement between the foundation and ourselves. The fact of the matter is that Mount Kenya is the regional bloc. It is an economic bloc. It is an ethnic bloc. It is a serious bloc and the biggest bloc we have right now in terms of votes in the country. So it's important for us to listen to them, and they'll listen to us also, and to see how much our One Kenya Alliance is able to accommodate the aspirations of the people of Mount Kenya. And in the hope that we'll be able to sell ourselves to them, and we'll be able to win the bulk of the votes from that part of the country. It's one part of the country that you can never ignore. It's the richest vote bloc in the country. So we have always understood it. It's also some of the most hardworking people you find in the continent of Africa. So for them, serious matters seriously.
So probably in you saying that the Mount Kenya is a region that you cannot wish away, do you believe that the Mount Kenya Foundation is that link that you need between yourselves and the people of Mount Kenya?
Clearly, this is the beginning. We are willing to sit down with everybody who represents Mount Kenya either in its entirety or in its own segmented way, one way or the other. We're willing to sit a serious cream of the society represented in. We also do understand that there's intellectual, powerful intellectual constituency that would want to sit down also. We would want to sit down with them. So it's the beginning. We're not ignoring any sector. We don't determine who leads a community or a region in that matter. They determine themselves. And it's not always a single group leads a constituency. You have all those different sectors and variances, basically, of the interests and aspirations of the people of that region. So we're willing to sit down with everybody. We're not discounting. We'll sit down with the youth. We'll sit down with the female constituency in Mount Kenya region. We'll sit down with everybody.
Now, then there begs the question. Remember, about 2 weeks ago, they were able, or the Mount Kenya Foundation was able to meet with Raila Amolo Odinga, who is a single candidate. But then begs the question right now, you're meeting as One Kenya Alliance, which is still an amorphous group that has not come into being. Are you probably going to look into coming up with one particular person who will be able to discuss with all these other groups that you're talking about, or you still proceed to speak as a group?
Look, we want to take the transaction of democracy in this country to the next level. We have come together as a coalition. The same way you have parties in other parts of the developed democracies, like in the US. You have the primaries for the Democrats, for the Republicans, but finally the Republicans have only one candidate and the Democrats have only one candidate. We've decided to allow that space, democratic space in our own party and our own coalition, not to come up with one person at this stage. But you can rest assured, in the shortest possible time, we'll have one candidate.
Probably even as I go back to studio, one last question is, what is it that you would really be seeking when it comes to support from this particular group, and also being that link between yourselves and the people?
The main thing we're going to do right now is that we have to listen to Kenyans. You have to listen. We do not want to be armchair politicians who think they understand all the problems of the country. The problems of the country are understood by the Wanjiku, right at the bottom, the Mohammed, the Mary, everybody down there. And at the same time, the people at the top also have a story to tell. So we'll listen to all that. In addition to that, then we will come back with basically an all-inclusive way of looking at that. We will collect, we will collect, we will come up with a policy for this country that essentially is going to deal with every aspect of the development of our country.
Thank you very much, Deputy Party Leader. Well, that is the Deputy Party Leader of the Wiper Party, and we do know that probably at the end of this meeting we'll be having a clearer picture of what they will be. Is also being represented by the chairman and Baringo Senator, that is Gideon Moi. We also do have Moses Wetangula and all that, but we'll be going back just to listen to what is going on. It is back to you in studio.
All right, Kennedy, I have to say the camera loves you.